Happy Wednesday. Welcome to this week's live call. I'm just waiting for you guys to come on in. And as you come on in, please tell me where you are joining from. I'm so excited to be here this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who are not familiar, my name is Bola Shokumbi. I'm the founder and CEO of Clever Finance. We are a financial empowerment platform for women and our allies. And our goal is really to empower people, individuals to build wealth and start to live life on their own terms. And I do this live every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wasn't here last week because I wasn't feeling well, but I'm excited to be back. I may take a little break for the month of August. I'm still thinking about it because I'm trying to balance my work life, but I'm excited to be here today. I'll let you know in the YouTube post what my schedule is going to be like. But yes, welcome. Today we are talking about the quiet financial decisions that build wealth, because it's all about making moves in silence. Not everybody needs to know what you are doing. So that is our topic today. Please let me know where you are joining from. Say hello. And if you're catching this as a replay, welcome. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for being here from Trinidad. Hi, Cindy and Sadie. So before we get into the topic, I want to share some few admin things. So first of all, if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, please do. You can subscribe at clevergirlfinance.com/subscribe. It is on the screen here. You can also take a picture if you're watching this on your TV of this QR code to make it easy, and you will get access to the Clever Girl Finance financial roadmap, which is amazing. I can tell you that. And also, we send out a weekly newsletter on current money topics, on financial tips, and more to motivate and inspire you to stay on top of your financial goals. So we're all about empowerment and education and no shame and no judgment. So we'd love to have you join our community. You can use this QR code on the screen. Just take a picture of it to open it up if you're watching this on your TV, or you can go to clevergirlfinance.com/subscribe. And then if you haven't already checked out the Clever Girl Finance books, there is a whole series of books, including the workbook and my new expanded Clever Girl Finance, Ditch Debt, Save Money, and Build Real Wealth. And there are 5 books in our series right now. I'm working on the 6th, which comes out next year. So definitely check out the books. You can find these books everywhere books are sold. Just search Clever Girl Finance or search Bola Shokumbi. They're available in physical book, audiobook, ebook, and audiobook. The only book that does not have an audiobook is the workbook, because obviously it is a workbook. So yeah, check out the books, and I appreciate your support. I see more people coming on in, so I just want to say hello to all of you. Hi, Twyla. Thank you for being here. Hello from the Netherlands. I'm excited to have you here. Hi, Jody. Hello from London. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Francisca. Hello, Martha from Malawi. I see Kenya. Oh my goodness. Rockaway Beach, New York. Hello, Alvira, Queens. Tyler, you're in the DMV. Hi, Caramel from London. So exciting. People from all over the place are here. This warms my heart to know that Clever Girl Finance has this reach and is able to support and encourage and empower people in all these different places. It really warms my heart, and I'm so grateful. So thank you for being here. Hello, Jasmine. So one of the things that I have been doing since I started doing these lives again in April, because I took a few months break, was this savings challenge. So one of the goals I have for the Clever Girl Finance community is to save as much money as possible from now going forward. This challenge is something I started with my friend, where we decided to save our spare change, some money that we would have otherwise spent on eating out, Sephora, kids, grocery money that we did not spend, and putting that money in this binder. So this is my binder. It's linked below. The stickers are linked below. But my update is that since I started this binder since April, I started this on April 15th. I color everything in. I have saved so far $1,700 in this binder. And I am so proud of the fact that I saved this money, because this is money that in the last 3 months I would have spent on anything and everything, and I wouldn't have even known I was spending this money. So I am so excited that this is at $1,700 right now. I'm saving it and keeping it secure in my house. But this is such a fun challenge, and it has really shown me, like, even if we think that we cannot find money, we can find money. So the week before, I had $1,550 in here, or $1,500, and I added $200 because last week I did not buy groceries in my house. And somehow nobody missed it. Nobody died. Everybody was full. There was food in the pantry and the freezer. And I put that money right in here. So this is, if you are saving or you want to join this challenge, you can use a binder. You can use regular envelopes. You can use a bank account, but I want us to be intentional about saving. Whether you're saving your spare change like me, whether you're saving specifically from your paycheck, we want to save more money because money opens doors. It gives you options. It gives you peace of mind. It allows you to have a backup when life happens. If you don't have an emergency fund, this is a great way to get started. So if you have been saving, please share your savings update in the comments. And I'm thinking about ways to make this savings challenge like more dedicated here on this channel. So I'll share that with you, what I come up with. But yes, if you have been saving money, you're part of this challenge, share in the comments. I want to hype you up. I want to congratulate you. Cindy and Sadie, you said that you're 30 weeks into my Pay Yourself challenge and you have saved $6,000. Wow, that is fantastic. Well done. Well done. Hi, Jasmine. Hello, Dee. Texas in the house. Hello, NKO from Chicago. Ezra, you said that your Thursday night women's Bible study loves the podcast. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing, and amen. Thank you. Hello, Bona from France. Hello, Deidre. Hello, Cherie. And you said you're also doing the savings challenge. Awesome. So you guys have to share your savings amounts. No amount is too small. Hi, Robin. Okay, so I've made all my announcements. I want to talk about our topic now, which is the quiet financial decisions that build real wealth. And I have my notes on this side of the screen. But the first thing I wanted to say about this topic is that not all progress with your finances has to be flashy, and not every win that you make has to be announced, right? I love to talk about making moves in silence. And this is because we live in a culture that is so focused on big wins and bold announcements. When you go on social media, everybody's doing something amazing or appears to be doing something amazing, right? You hear people announcing, I saved this money, I bought this car, I went on this trip, I built this house, I'm having this baby. And those are all amazing and fantastic milestones. But what I'm going to tell you, a secret that is not so secret, is that most wealth is built quietly. There are a lot of empty barrels out there that are very distracting. Building wealth is done quietly, is done behind the scenes, is done through everyday small, tiny decisions that don't require big announcements, that don't have people clapping for behind the scenes, but those small, tiny actions, they matter. So as you are working on improving your finances and you're thinking about your financial goals, don't dismiss the actions you're taking every day, the small steps you're taking every day. When you're seeing people shout out their incredible wins and their big wins on social media, because the small actions that you're taking, they are meaningful and they add up. So let's talk about those quiet moves that change everything. And I'm going to put this on the screen again as a reminder. Most wealth is built quietly behind the scenes through everyday decisions that nobody claps for. So I'm sure you've all seen that image, or you may have seen it, where it shows a successful person and they're standing on top of a mountain, right? Or an iceberg. And we see them on top of this iceberg, but the iceberg only looks this small, right? And we're like, wow, they built their success so quickly. They did it so fast. But under the water is this huge, massive mass of ice that we didn't see. We can't see because we have no idea what it took for them to build that success. That is what building wealth looks like. You don't have to tell the world what you are doing to make powerful moves. And this is the power of quiet progress, right? Sometimes the most impactful money decisions that you're going to make, paying down debt, saving, investing, deciding not to do certain things, budgeting, is going to be unseen. It's going to be unshared. It's going to be unapplauded. No one's going to clap for it because it's going to seem so insignificant. But remember that quiet moves with your finances doesn't always mean that it's small. It means that you're being consistent. It means that you're being intentional. And it means that you're playing the long game. And the reason why I mentioned the long game is because wealth is built over time. People don't often build wealth overnight. And people who get wealth overnight, because they've never learned the habits of consistency and intention, like lottery winners, they typically lose all of that money. So remember, right, that there is power in quiet progress. Just because you see people doing big things doesn't mean that the things that you are doing are not consequential. Okay, so I have 4 specific moves that you can make and continue to make quietly as you build your wealth. I'm going to go over that real quick, but I want to see who else is here from the comments. Hi, Deidre. Hello, Cherie. Hi, Stacy from ATL. Jody, you'll have $1,000 saved next week. It is a lot. That is a big milestone. Congratulations. Hello, Black Women Build Wealth from Ottawa. Oh my God, don't judge me. Canada. Ottawa, Canada. I think that's right. Caramel, you said it's the same hair and tortoise story from Monique. That is correct. Hello from Pretoria. Consistency is key. 1/3 of millionaires never made more than 6 figures. You are absolutely right. So let's talk about the 4 quiet financial decisions that build real wealth. Number 1, and you guys know what these decisions are, what these moves are, but I want to reiterate them to you so that as you are doing them, because you are all doing them, because you're watching this channel, you're doing them, you do not get discouraged. You do not compare yourself to the noise on social media, and you remind yourself that you're being intentional about building wealth for yourself. The first habit that is you want to continue making quietly and steadily is paying off your debt. You may not have all the money to wipe out your debts in 1 month, in 2 months, and even 1 year. You may have a 2-year plan, a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan to become debt-free. But being able to pay off your debt slowly and steadily is a financial move that is going to help you going to help you build wealth over time. Making that extra payment when you can every month, that is you building wealth, because you are digging yourself out of the debt hole and you're now adding towards having a positive balance, net worth, a positive balance. Skipping a vacation to avoid adding on to a credit card, that is quiet discipline. Skipping a girls' night out that is too expensive because you have a bill to pay, you want to make an extra payment on your credit card, that is quiet discipline. Don't let anybody make you feel bad that you're not making progress or fast enough progress on paying down your debt. You are doing good enough because you're being intentional and you're taking the actions. This is a solid, quiet move to build wealth. So many people are announcing so many things on social media. The big life are deep, deep, deep in debt, and they do not have a plan to get out of the debt. We see the nice, shiny lifestyle, the beautiful cars, the beautiful bags, the beautiful homes, but we do not know the story behind it. So don't feel intimidated or compare yourself to somebody that has bought a house or has bought a car or is taking your dream vacation, because you have no idea how they have paid for it. But you know that behind the scenes, you are taking the steps to get out of debt. The second quiet move is to automate your savings and keep automating your savings. Even if you're only able to save $25 a month, it may not feel like much, but that's over $1,300 a year, and that adds up. Look, I started this binder in April out of spare change. I didn't think I was going to save anything. And 3 months later, May, June, July, I have $1,700 in there. It adds up, I promise you. And for me, this is a reminder that the small amounts add up. This is money that I was taking for granted. Me, the financial expert that comes here to teach you guys about money, I have room for improvement. And that's what this shows. So doing the small savings, it adds up. Don't doubt yourself. You're also by saving small, by automating, by not disregarding those small amounts, you are training your money to move and to build for you no matter what. You don't need to have $1,000 to start saving. You can start saving with a single $1 bill. right? For those of you who are familiar with my early 100K saving story, one of the things I did to get to $100,000 was I would drive to the bank. If I had a spare $1, I would drive to my credit union and I would deposit that $1. And I remember one time I went to make that deposit. And the teller was like, girl, it probably costs you more in gas to get here to make this deposit. And I was like, yes. But the reason why I need to save this $1 is because I need to maintain my habit of consistency. Whether I have a little or a lot to save, I need to continue to save whatever I have on the cadence I had set for myself to save. So automate your savings, create your saving schedule, build your reminders into your calendar. This is not anything that you need to announce. You don't go on social media and say, oh, I'm automating my savings. But this is a move that helps you build wealth. And people may not see your savings account, right? You don't tell them how much you're saving, but this savings is going to give you peace, right? That quiet savings that you have put aside is going to give you a whole nother level of confidence because you know that if life happens, you can back yourself up without having to leverage debt or additional debt. I'm just going to stop and see what's happening in the comments. Hello, Madalena from Belgium. Eve and Mom Life, you said you changed my life. Thank you for everything you have done. I'm a single mom of 2 and your advice are so helpful to me. I am so grateful that I can be of support to you in any kind of way. Thank you for being here. Ebony, you said respectability politics disguised as mentorship. Yeah, people love to show all these things on social media, but what is the truth behind it? Jenny A, you said, yes, take care of the pennies, cents, pounds, dollars, take care of the pennies and cents, and the pounds and dollars will take care of themselves. That is absolutely correct. So money move number 1 was paying off debt slowly. Number 2, keep automating your savings. Number 3, choosing not to upgrade your lifestyle is a quiet money move that is going to build wealth. Listen, if you get a raise and you choose to keep your existing budget, that is a power move. That is a more powerful move than upgrading your house to the next house, upgrading your car to the next car. Because guess what? When you upgrade all those things that are not necessarily needed, especially when you have big goals, they cost you more. There's nothing wrong with the nicer house, the nicer car, the nicer everything, the bigger vacation, but everything comes in its own good timing. And when you do it at the right timing, there's no guilt, there's no stress, there's no shame, there's no struggle because you did it the right way. So if you have savings goals, investment goals, debt payoff goals, and you're getting a raise, extra money, and you choose not to upgrade your lifestyle so you can focus on your goal right now and then pursue the other things later, that is a power move. And that's not something that you announce, something that you just do. If you decided you're not trading in your car just because you can, that is a wealth decision, right? Again, staying in a smaller home or renting for a bit longer so that you can save more money, you can pay off more debt, you can invest more. That is you working through specific strategy. You are not settling, right? And so this scenario I'm giving you of choosing not to upgrade your lifestyle, this is how average people look, but they're actually building wealth. So that goes back to the comment that I just saw where somebody made that, Sherry, you said consistency is key. 1/3 of millionaires never made more than 6 figures, right? And so just because they were not making more than 6 figures meant that they didn't really even have the opportunity to upgrade their lifestyles into that $1 million lifestyle. But guess what? They kept saving, they kept putting money aside, and they ended up becoming millionaires. So being intentional about when you upgrade your lifestyle or choosing not to upgrade your lifestyle right now so you can focus on your goals, that is a money move. And that move matters because it is a big difference, a big difference in what you will be able to do in the future because you have put all this money aside. And then number 4 is investing consistently, even when it feels small. So investing is how you grow your money. This is how your money is working for you, even when you're sleeping. This is how the wealthy have built their wealth. This is how money grows, right? Through investing. It's your money working for you, and through the power of compounding, appreciation, and dividends. And so if you only put $50 in your Roth IRA or you only put $50 in your 401k, it's not going to go viral, right? You're going to post it on social media and you probably not get any comments oh, she only put $50 in her IRA this month. But guess what? That money is money that's going to grow and it's going to compound. Dollar cost averaging, basically dollar cost averaging is where you invest consistently on a specific cadence and time frame, no matter what is happening. So every month you're investing, whether the market is up or down, economy is up or down, you just keep investing. This is long-term thinking because you are investing through everything and your money is catching every wave and your money is growing over time through appreciation, dividends, compounding. The other thing is choosing to invest even when no one else around you is investing. That is you taking ownership of your financial life. I watched a video here on YouTube and it gave me pause because it was a lady who was talking about how she does not believe in investing. She only wants to save her money because investing doesn't work for her. She thinks it's a scam. And I'm like, this is misinformation at its finest. Because if you look at every single wealthy person, they have put their money to work for them in one way or the other. Your money cannot sit in your back pocket and you expect it to grow. Money grows in different ways, and there are different ways to invest. You can invest in the stock market. You can invest in real estate. You can invest in farmland. You can invest in small business. You can invest in your business or somebody else's business. There are so many different avenues to invest within each of these categories to put your money to work for you. Tell me one person who has built wealth without investment, other than an inheritance, which was likely invested. Nobody, Black women build wealth. Nobody saves their way to wealth. You have to put your money to work for you. And that is a move. And investing takes time to reap the benefits, to reap the results sometimes, but it is worth it. People get caught up in overnight sensations, especially on social media, but where did that money come from? A lot of times it's coming from being over leveraged. It's coming from debt. I met someone and she works in the entertainment industry, and she was talking about a particular reality show that is just so fabulous and over the top. And she's like, oh yeah, like one of the things that we do to stage this reality show is we help the cast rent homes and cars and wardrobe to suit the lifestyle we're trying to present on the show. Think about it. We're all watching this show. Oh my God, these people have so much money. Look at her lifestyle. Look at her car. Look at her clothes. It's all a facade. None of it is true because the producer confirmed to me that it's staged and many people live their lives in that staged way. So by investing, you're putting your money to work for you and you will reap the benefits in the future. I can promise you, I have been investing for a long time and I have zero regrets, even from the mistakes I've learned, even when the markets were down and I powered through. Today, I have zero regrets for putting my money to work for me because I would never have been able to create that portfolio without investing and without allowing my money to stand the test of time and continue to stand the test of time. So investing is so important. And this is a move that you don't need to announce. You may be doing it in a small way. And so there's nothing to announce, but it is worth doing. So those are the 4 quiet moves that if you are not making, start making. I'm just going to go through the comments again to see what folks are saying. Hi, little lady. Deidre, you said you love these quiet power moves. Tracy, you can catch the replay. It's going to be here. No worries. Thanks for being here. Caramel Crush, thank you for being here. We love you too. Hi, Tilly. Clever Finance has been a big support system to me. I am so glad. Alvira, you're talking about not upgrading your lifestyle. Your vacation is in 2 days. You'd love to fly home to Jamaica, but you're making it a staycation. That is smart because you have goals. And if you need to go home, you can, but maybe right now is not the right time because you're trying to pursue your goals. But when you achieve those goals, book your business class ticket, girl, and go home to Jamaica. Fantastic. Cindy and Sadie, you said, I was just about to ask if investing always has to be through stock markets. No, it does not. There are so many ways to invest. So the lowest barrier to entry when it comes to investing is through an employer's retirement savings plan because, it's small amounts come from your paycheck, but you can invest in the stock market. You can invest in real estate. Real estate has different arms within it. The stock market has different arms within it. In the stock market, you can invest in individual stocks, in bonds, and index funds, and ETFs, in mutual funds. There's other types of investments within that. In real estate, you can invest in rental property, commercial property, resorts and hotels, farmland, supply chain of the food production. There's so many ways to invest in real estate and have ownership there. You can also invest in REITs, real estate trusts, where groups of investors pool together to invest in a big real estate investment. You can invest in small business, your own small business, other people's small business, and even more trendy investments right now, which are much higher risk, are cryptocurrencies and things like that. But there are many different ways to invest in each of those high level categories. The stock market is not the only way. But what you'll find is that when you look at the truly wealthy, they have diversification across their investment. So they will be invested in business, they will be invested in real estate, they'll be invested in stocks in the stock market, and they'll be invested in different ways in each of those categories. However, what is key is being able to invest in a way that is comfortable for you. So I'm working on my next book, and it's called Clever Girl Millionaire. And one of the things I talk about in this book is how to determine what your own wealth building ladders are going to be. Just because everybody's doing XYZ doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Doesn't mean that you have the tolerance for that. Doesn't mean that you enjoy that. Doesn't mean that, it's what you want to do. So you want to find avenues that work for you, but the stock market is the lowest barrier to entry because you don't need that much money to get started with investing. A lot of places allow you to open up your brokerage account with as little as $1 or $10 and make small fractional investments. And that is why this is so popular. And it has also historically shown over time that the market continues to grow and profits are made through compounding, dividends, and appreciation. Elvira, you said so much is curated. Yes. Even my social media, I just post what I want people to see. I don't post much about my personal life. I don't post a lot about anything. I post what I want you to know. Oh, Bola was on a TV show. Oh, Bola did this. Bola was featured in an article. That is it. People show you what they want you to see. Somebody made a comment that was really good. They said social media, Instagram, TikTok are people's highlight reels. And a highlight reel shows the best of everything, right? They're not showing you the difficult times, them struggling to pay their bills, them looking at their credit card bill like, oh my God, them looking at their card note bill. Oh my God, this car I put on Instagram, I have to pay this money to, at this interest rate. And and it's so expensive. We're not seeing any of that. So, yeah. Love those rules. You are so welcome. Deidre said you're sharing this with your friends. Yes, thank you. Already said hallelujah. Hey Melissa, thank you for being here. Hi, Secrets of Existence. Okay, I'm gonna get back to questions in a minute. I see some questions, but let me just wrap up this topic. So finally, what I wanted to say is that when you are making your moves in silence, number one, what's really important is that you don't invite unnecessary opinions. People always have all kinds of stuff to say about what you're doing, especially when you're doing it well and they haven't attained it. People always love to project what they cannot do on you. When I was starting my business, people would tell me, why do you want to do that? Don't you have a full-time job? Why do you want to stress yourself? You're working so hard. It's not about you. It's about them and what they cannot do or what they're choosing not to do. Especially when you start planting those small seeds of wanting to improve your finances, wanting to get out of debt, people will say, girl, you owe $100,000. You're never going to be able to pay that off. You want to save $100,000? Girl, that's ridiculous. Who has $100,000 in today's America? People will tell you all kinds of things in passing comments that has nothing to do with your goal, but a lot to do with their own mindset and their own experiences. So moving in silence helps you zip up those opinions, because if they don't know what you're doing, they can't give you an advice that you don't need. It also helps you stay focused on your why, what you truly want to accomplish for yourself, not other people's reactions. People will hear what you want to do and they will say, wow, really? Okay, good luck. Like, people love to voice all kinds of things. Again, has nothing to do with you. And when you move in silence, you protect your peace. When you're not announcing your bank account online, you don't have random people asking you, oh, girl, can you loan me a few $100s? I have to go to sale. Oh, girl, I can't pay my rent this month because I went to the Caribbean last month. Can you loan me money because I saw that you had these savings? No. Nope. You get to protect your peace when you move in silence. So, yeah, it's, you don't need to announce what you're doing. You just need to build the consistency and keep up with your intention. And so finally, as you all know, I love to do affirmations. Affirmations are huge for me. Even my little binder is covered with affirming stickers here. So let's indulge me for this, but this is really to motivate you as you think about working through your quiet moves, even though sometimes it may be hard, even though sometimes it may feel like you're not making enough progress, they matter. So type this in the comments or say this as you're watching this with me. But the first affirmation is, I do not need to post my progress to make it real. You don't need to prove anything to nobody but yourself. I don't need to post my progress to make it real. Number two, my money moves are for my future, not for anyone's validation. My money moves are for my future, not for anyone's validation. I don't need anybody to validate me about what I want to accomplish by being debt free, by having savings, by having investing, by being the first millionaire in my family, by being able to do all these goals I'm aspiring to. I don't need anybody to validate them. My money moves are for my future, not for validation. And then finally, I trust myself to grow in private. It's okay not to announce everything you're doing. It's okay to not post on social media. It's okay to have a dormant Instagram account. It's okay not to share your secrets with people. I trust myself to grow in private. So recap, those quiet moves are paying off your debt gradually and consistently. That's all you're able to do gradually. Automating your savings, even small amounts, resisting lifestyle inflation, and investing monthly, even if it's only a small amount, $25, $10, $50, $100, it all adds up. Your peace, your progress, and your purpose matter more than anybody's applause, more than anybody's comment on Instagram, more than anybody's validation. Your peace, your progress, and your purpose matter more than any of those. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. Tracy Stiljean, you said, as a single woman, my goal is to have an excellent money market portfolio. I'm 36 years old. How can that be done? In addition, I want to open a business utilizing my bachelor's degree in hospitality. So I'm going to start from the bottom end. First, work on your business plan. List out all your ideas and come up with a one-page plan of what you want your business to be. Your business plan does not need to be long or lengthy, but it just needs to highlight what is your business about. How are you going to market it? How are you going to make money? How are you going to grow it? All those things listed out on your business plan. We have a free course on how to create a business plan, start a business on cleverfinance.com. And we have some templates in there that can help you as you're thinking through your business idea, your side hustle idea. So check that out, cleverfinance.com/courses. But lay out your idea and then start determining how you can build it. Now, when it comes to building an excellent money market portfolio, the key in the market is time and diversification. So open your investment account now. Start learning about investing. Pick up the book, Grow Your Money. There's lots of videos on here, lots of videos on YouTube about investing. This is a book for beginner investors that I wrote. Open your brokerage account. Think about broad diversification. I invest primarily in index funds because they are so broadly diversified. So think about a total US stock market index fund, and then start investing consistently every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever your cadence is over time, and you will watch your portfolio grow. You're 36 years young, girl. You have lots of time and lots of opportunity to build real wealth. I saw another question. Ollie said you're trying to improve your credit score. So improving your credit score involves paying your bills on time, pulling your credit report to see what is on there, making sure there's no delinquencies, making sure that there are no errors on your reports. And then if there's anything, contacting your creditors and your lenders to dispute, and also being mindful of opening new lines of credit. Your goal is to increase your debt to credit ratio, which means that if you have $10,000 available credit, you don't want to have maxed it all out. So you want to start paying that down to widen the gap between those two. And as you do that, you start to see your credit improve. There are different weightings for different criteria that make up your credit reports, including different types of credit, the length, the age of your different credit accounts, your debt to credit ratio, and more. But by paying your bills on time, paying down your balances, disputing any incorrect things, and keeping your credit cards open, even if you don't use them, using them for small transactions and paying them off every month, you'll start to see your credit improve. There is a whole section on credit in this book and also on the Clever Wealth Finance website. And we also have a free course on maintaining and improving your credit. So definitely check that out. Hello, Mariam. Thanks for being here. Black Women Build Wealth. The affirmation stickers, these are faith-based. They are Christian stickers, but these are from Amazon and they are linked below. If you're watching this on YouTube, in the description, you'll see them there. It's like a pack of like 100 different ones. And I even have them on the inside as well. They're really nice. So you can check them out. But Amazon has a lot of great ones, or also Etsy as well. Cindy and Sadie, you said lesson for today, wealth is built quietly. There is power in quiet progress. Yes, quiet. Mind your business. Do your work. Your wealth will speak for you when the time comes, right? It will shut down your naysayers and your doubters. Just do things. Just move in silence. Don't nobody need to know what you're doing. Just do what you need to do. Caramel Crushes said, you'll be surprised how many people pocket watch and try to get you to bankroll them. Yes, many people pocket watch. Many people try to, what's the word? Many people try to, I'm trying to figure out how best to say this. Many people try to determine what you are worth by looking at you. I saw a comment on one of these YouTube videos and the person said, you don't look like you have any money, but you're teaching finance. They're like, you look too tired to be rich. I'm like, you know what? Thank you very much. I'm gonna mind my bank account and you can get your comment deleted. Tilly, you said, this is good, but always good to be here. I'm so glad to have you. Vanguard has a great number of index funds and ETFs. They're also low cost. Definitely go on cleverfinance.com and read about the 3-fund portfolio. This is based on the late Vanguard founder, John Bogle's philosophy on investing. Vanguard, Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, these are all great brokerages. Charles Schwab, low cost, but really good packaged index funds as well. Ngogo, you said, should you increase your spending or saving and investments when you get an increase? And when is it too much saving and investing? How do you balance saving, investing, and spending? So to me, there's never too much savings, as you can see from my savings challenge, right? But it really is, you have to have a balance with being able to enjoy your life, right? And still take care of your future and of your goals. I firmly believe that life is not about working to pay bills, because you can miss out on the opportunity to enjoy your money. Life happens. People leave us on this earth every single day. So you want to enjoy your money, but within reason, right? So what are your goals? What do you want to accomplish? Lay that out, and that will help you get a good idea of what should you be saving and investing. You determine how much, depending on how quickly you want to achieve those goals. If you want to accelerate saving your money to get to that goal in 1 year, so 5 years, then you buckle down and you do it. But if you're okay doing it leisurely because you want to live a certain lifestyle, that is fine too. Ultimately, it's up to you. Caramel Crush, you said credit score is also about the timing of opening accounts. So yes, you don't want to open too many accounts. You don't want too many hard inquiries all at once. You don't want lenders to wonder, why do you need so much debt, in a short period of time? So yes, but check out the website. I break down a whole article on the different factors that tie into your credit score. That can be I actually did a video, by the way. There is a video from a couple weeks ago here on credit score, or maybe a couple months ago on Credit Score 101, where I break down all these different factors to maintain and improve your credit. So it's a more recent video on the Clever Wealth Finance channel. So check that out. Hello, Brooklyn. You said you've gotten out of debt and saved $36,000. That is fantastic in your funds. Amazing. You guys are laughing at my "I look too tired to be rich" comment. Yes, it was hilarious. And I'm like, you are probably broke coming on here to be a keyboard gangster to fight me. People send me all kinds of comments. Oh my God. I got a hideous comment the other day. The person said, I hope you die with your financial advice because it isn't helping anybody else but you. And I'm like, that's a mindset problem. You need to sit down and check your mindset. First of all, you wish death on somebody. No, never. Second of all, you are so upset about this financial advice because maybe it doesn't work for you, or you don't want to hear it. It's not what you want to hear because you're not doing the right thing. And then you sit down to then write an email and send it. God help you, honestly. You need to sit down and check your mindset, check what your ambitions are, check what your motivators are, and really change your life. So yeah, all these hideous, we delete so many comments because people just can't stand it. They hate it. But you know what? You have to decide for yourself that you want to do well. You can't allow yourself to be, the negative thinking causes you to miss opportunities. And I can tell you, I've had moments in my life where I have thought negatively about something. And what I realize is that when you think negatively about something, what you cannot do, even when the opportunity is right in your face like this, you don't see it because you're so caught up in, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't save. I can't build wealth. I can't invest. I can't stand Bola because she's telling me to save and pay off my debt, but I want to spend. You miss the opportunity of being able to save that $5, save that $10, put it towards your debt. You miss it because you're so caught up in the nonsense of, I cannot. You can do whatever you set your mind to. It takes intention. It takes consistency. It takes focus. That's what people need to remember. Listen, you can't be mad at me. I have my own bank account. I have my own portfolio. What are you going to do for yourself? So yeah, I have my skin is like scales, like crocodile scales here, because I'm so used to some of that negative stuff that, you know, it doesn't even faze me. But sometimes when I want to make a point, I will respond. Caramel Crush, she said, you guys inspire me because it's so nice to communicate with like-minded people. Thank you for being here. Ollie, you said you are planning for next year's vacation. Okay, explain sinking funds. I have a bit of time, so I'm going to spend a bit more time on this live. So a sinking fund is a fund where you put money aside for expenses that you know are coming up. So they are sunk costs. You have to pay them no matter what. Whereas an emergency fund is a fund where you put money aside in case life happens, an emergency, a situation that you don't expect. So examples of sinking funds would be like, okay, you know, in 3 months, your car needs new tires. You know, in 2 months, you need to go to the dentist. You have an appointment to get a new crown and you have a $500 copay. You know, you have a vacation coming up, a baby shower coming up. You know, these are expenses that are out of your ordinary reoccurring budget, but you know they're coming up. That is what your sinking fund is. So your vacation next year would be a sinking fund because you know you're going to spend that money. Ezra, you said that's good. Your wealth will speak for itself. Keyboard warriors are next level craziness. Yes, well said. Thank you for being here, for supporting the books. Caramel Crush. I don't know what this emoji is, but it looks like a keyboard gangster. Ollie, you said, bless your enemies and keep on moving. Keep it moving. Have thick skin and a soft heart. Yes. Listen, I love everyone. I love because my goal is a great peace of mind in my life. So when I have peace, it extends to everybody else. When you're stressed, then you're mad at the world, and we don't want that. Love your ideas of saving and investing in small amounts. I saw a question here from, hey, it's T. You said, thank you for taking the time to help us. We are currently reducing debt, paying student loans, trying to save and invest. Yikes. Is there anything I should focus on more? It really depends again on how quickly do you want to get out of that debt and what can you do to get out of debt faster. However, I'm a big fan of saving and investing at the same time. So like you said, you're already saving and investing. So at the very minimum, you want to have emergency savings. You want to have sinking funds for expenses you know are coming up, and you want to be investing, even if you're just investing 5% or 10% of your income, and then you can focus your energy on paying off debt. So if you want to prioritize your debt, then you want to get aggressive with making extra payments, but still putting savings aside. And once you've gotten rid of your expensive debt, especially your high interest debt, then you can start to funnel all that money now into aggressively ramping up with your savings. Okay. 13 Wolfies, hi. Elvira, thank you for sharing your family and your church. I appreciate you. Yeah, so that's the difference between sinking fund and emergency funds. I've gotten to the end of the comments. This was a good live. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Remember those quiet moves. Don't let anybody discourage you, or you don't need to tell anybody nothing so they don't give you any negative advice, especially when you plant your seed. Think about it. When you plant a little tiny seed, that seed is so fragile because people can come and kick up the dirt and pull it out really easily. You need your goals to establish deep roots so that nobody can deter you from what you want to achieve. But in the early stages, when you're not making as much progress and you don't have that strong security around that goal yet, keep it to yourself. let it grow, let it build, and let it start to speak for itself. What I found is that oftentimes when people doubt you about what you want to do, when you've done it, they come back and they say, oh, so how do you do it? Or they ask people, how did Paula do it? How did Jasmine do that? How did so and so do that? They want to know, but they're so curious to know because they didn't believe that you could do it. So keep that in mind. Keep your goals to yourself. Keep working on your goals. Don't let anybody discourage you. So important. And again, save more money. I am so like with the way things are in the economy, and you want to protect your own economy. So focus on saving as much money as you can, especially in this season right now. Ezra, thank you so much for this super sticker. I appreciate you. That means a lot. Thank you for supporting Clever Girl Finance. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate that. I see a couple more questions and then, sorry, my phone is ringing. I'm just going to answer a couple more questions and then I'm going to head out. Okay. You said insurance for salary protection on another occasion. I'm not sure. Do you mean disability insurance? I can research this as a topic, or we can discuss it in the next live during the Q&A. Love you too, Ollie. Have a blessed day. KO, yes, you can log into your brokerage account and set up automatic transfers, or you can create automatic transfers from your bank account to your brokerage and instruct your brokerage to invest on a cadence. You can do all of this through your brokerage account or through your personal account. You can have the transfer sent from your personal account to your brokerage on an automated way. And in your brokerage, you can set up a rule that says invest X amount every week, every 2 weeks. You can call them to set this up as well for you too. There are options to do automatic investment depending on the brokerage that you have. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I do not take your presence for granted. I do not take your support for granted. I appreciate you, and I'm rooting for you with all of your goals. I'm excited to be here to support you. I'm hoping Yasmir can join us soon. It'll be fun to do another one of those Buy This Not That videos. But if you have questions, leave them in the comments of this video and I will try to answer them on the next live. But thank you so, so much. And I will talk to you guys next week. Bye, everyone.